Coming to you live from beautiful Chester, Vermont, the coolest town within 1 mile of Chester, Vermont. So my name is Barre Pinske. I'm your host. We just did a podcast with Dustin. That was really fun. He asked me what I would like to be reincarnated as, and I said a lesbian gym teacher. How do they get away with that? Like, they would never let a gay dude be a gym teacher. It wouldn't happen. But lesbian gym teachers, well, you know, she's really good at softball, and she can teach that to the other girls.
And basketball.
All right. So last night I drove an hour and 40 minutes one way to do a show at Allen's of Bosquen in Bosquen, New Hampshire, which was really pretty fun. First time I did 15 minutes, like in a paid gig. I got a burger and $50.
All right.
Kind of cool. But it was kind of like being back in Minnesota. It was all like my regular kind of. They all look like members of like a family reunion or something. But it was pretty fun. But yeah, I wish I would have been a little bit more amped up for it and practice. I've been working too hard. So yeah, trying to wrap your brain around doing comedy and being funny, and then it was almost like, you know, carving a bear, which is my job. So I'm getting up there doing my regular jokes, but I did get some laughs and some applause breaks, and it was good. But Bitsy, you got a show coming up in Putney, right?
Yeah.
How many minutes do you get there?
I don't know.
You don't know. Gordon. What is that place called again?
Next stage.
Next Stage.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody go to Putney and see Bitsy at Next Stage. She'll be great.
You see me right here.
Pay money there, see her here for free. All right, so I am not going to do an opening set. I'm going to try to do some bits in between, I think. I might do, so we're going to get the show going. So I'm glad everybody is here. If anybody else wants to sign up, you can. Oh, shit, what happened to the timer? So something happened. I pride myself on having a timer. And then there we go. Okay, perfect.
You had it set to 12 for us taking.
Yeah, so I got it set for 12. You don't have to do 12. Does anybody want to do? Do we want to do more than 12? Is 12 good?
I think we have 8, don't we? I think we have 8.
You can feel it 8.
We have 8 comics.
So you're looking at like an hour and a half there, Terry.
Well, everybody, there's 12 on the clock. You don't have to do 12. But yeah, I like my shows to be about 90 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
Do you want to do more, Tom?
No, we're good.
When is your wife going to come here to see us?
When's
When
my
am
wife?
I going to meet your wife?
No. When's my wife gonna come? I mean, that's.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Tom, this is getting taped. She's aware.
I just imagine like the Dartmouth College
Really confident.
basketball team is at Tom's house right now. Where are you going, honey? You gonna go do comedy? When are you coming home?
Make it a 12 minutes.
There's a train running through town. Oh, I'm a horrible person.
That you are.
And now, coming to the stage, the most beautiful man in comedy, Akil Sabadabadabada.
I know your code now.
How's everyone doing tonight? Oh man, a podcast on reincarnation, huh? Well, Indian people actually invented reincarnation, and sometimes I forget I'm brown, So, because I mean, I grew up in America, I have an English accent, I don't look in the mirror. So I tried to get into reincarnation and like find out, you know, what that's all about. And I guess it's about nature and, you know, respecting nature and like you turn into an animal. So my way of getting into reincarnation was going hunting. Yeah, I'm gonna make some venison tikka masala. It's gonna be fucking delicious. Anyways, man, you guys watched the news recently? Holy shit. Yeah, people are tense. People are scared. The other day, I saw an old guy with a MAGA hat get hit by a car. Yeah. Insurance refuses to pay for the crack in my windshield. You know, he's in a coma right now. It must be nice. I have insomnia. Things are not great though. I just found out that I have at risk for diabetes. So I can't eat carbs or sugar or processed foods, and I have to exercise 300 minutes a week. I already bought the needles. Yeah, things are getting worse, man. I don't know, dude. Like, I tried to contact my drug dealer to buy some weed, and he started putting fentanyl in it. So now I just hit him up for marketing advice. You know, I did that joke in Brattleboro, and it bombs every time. I'll get like one chuckle because I think that the entire audience is affected by fentanyl. They know somebody that overdosed. What else do I got? Oh yeah, so my wife. I also just found out that my wife used to own slaves. Her family used to own slaves, and it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry, because they're poor now. And you know, as a person of color, I was deeply disappointed because I mean I could have used that money, man. Jesus. Vermont, man, I moved here about 7 years ago, and I'm a big time foodie, so I really like finding new foods and figuring out and seeing amazing foods, and I was really excited to come to Vermont and try all the amazing food. That's the joke. But there is a Southern barbecue place, and I'm like, man, I love Southern barbecue. I used to live in the South, so I'm gonna try some Southern barbecue in Vermont and compare it to Southern barbecue in the South. So I went to this guy, and it's a fat white guy in his renovated RV and an air conditioning, making the same way. He's making it the same way, doing the same recipe, doing it right. But there's just something different about it. There's something I can't quite put my foot on. And it's just, you can just really taste the white privilege. Also, as a foodie, you know, we have a local co-op in Brattleboro, so I decided to go and get a slice of pizza because it's organic, it's flour, all that stuff. And it said crispy on it. I'm like, man, I like crispy pizza. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy this crispy pizza. It says crispy on it. I get to my car, take a bite, and it is burnt. I turn around, completely black. So I go back inside, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? I want a regular slice of pizza that doesn't have black on the bottom, and I don't want to pay for it. And so they give it to me, and I go back to my car, and it's soggy. And so I'm passive aggressively eating, you know, the crust only. And, you know, then it hit me, man. I really need to get out of Vermont because I'm turning into, you know, a basic white bitch named Karen. I already have a Subaru. I'm halfway there. That's all I have, guys. Thank you so much.
About Akil's open mic.
Heal everybody.
I have an open mic June 3rd, this Wednesday, if you guys want to come, Brattleboro, Hooker Dunham Theater.
I've been there. It's fun. It's cool. I just had popcorn. All right. Healed at 6 minutes, Tom. So
Oh, damn.
that'll cut it down a little bit. What happened to my list?
Where's that dude?
You brought it in the other room.
I did.
We're done with theater. It's.
Why did I do that?
No, Brad, you have it for you.
Did I really bring it over there? Why did I do that?
When do I lose his fingers?
I don't know what I did with it either. Oh, here, I ripped it up. I ripped it up from my notes. I used the list for my own notes. And now, actually, did you guys hear about the baby elephant that was born in the zoo and rejected by its mom?
No.
Baby elephant born in the zoo, rejected by its mother. I don't know how a mother could reject a baby elephant. They're so cute. The zoologists are bottle feeding the elephant, and another female elephant is nurturing the baby, like kind of adopting it in a way.
Aw.
Yeah, sweet. But the zoologists think that there's a very good chance, because of the baby elephant's childhood trauma, that when it gets older, it's going to do stand-up comedy. Thank you. And now, all the way from Littleton, New Hampshire, he's got a podcast. I was on it. Dustin Warren Peterson, everybody!
Thank you, Barry. No, I'd like to open up my sets by letting you all know that I've done the due diligence and looked through all the comics that are going to be performing for you, and tell you that none of them are in the Epstein files. But after taping a podcast with Barry, I'm going to have to look again. The things he said makes me think he might be in there somewhere. A little bit of shameless self-promotion. If you guys want to hear what was said, be sure to tune in to Post Punchline. You can find it on the NEK Comedy Club YouTube and Spotify channels, wherever you like to get your podcast from. It's not obvious from my attire this evening. I'll let you all know that I do in fact work in construction. Specifically, I work in building, rigging, and moving. So I use a lot of heavy machinery, complex tools, a network of hydraulic cylinders, or jacks to the layman, to lift buildings up, get them off their foundation, fix them up, move them down the road, what have you. Or, to be simple, I like to say I get paid to jack off all day. And the best part, ladies, buildings always get off first, if you know what I mean. Another thing you won't tell from seeing me on stage here tonight, I do usually carry a gun. Kind of a white guy from New Hampshire thing about me. The one thing I don't like about it, though, is everyone likes to politicize it. They want to make you out like you're some right-wing MAGA Trump tart just because you have a gun on your hip. And with me, that couldn't be further from the truth. Honestly, guys, I'm just really scared of those fucking squirrels. You know, you see them everywhere, running around the yard like they own the fucking place. The beady little eyes and their union benefits. Drives me nuts. Good order tonight, bear with me. You know, I always remember what my 5th grade teacher told me. He said, Dustin, laughter is the best medicine. Unless you're laughing at your own dick pics. Then you might need some actual medicine. This is a portion of my set where I like to let you guys know that it's sponsored by Blue Chew. I mean, I have a comedy podcast. Every comedy podcast is sponsored by Blue Chew, so maybe they'll hear this and give me some money eventually. Now, if I can remember 2 bits in a row.
It's a goal.
You know, I was thinking the other day, life would be so much easier if the phrase, it's the thought that counts, worked for everything in everyday life. I'll give you all some examples. I thought about doing the dishes. Boom, dishes put away, sink's clean. I thought about going to the gym. Boom, down 12 pounds. I thought I was banging my girlfriend. Turns out it was her twin. You can't get mad at me, baby. It's the thought that counts. But as it turns out, that's not a thought her twin brother really appreciates. Any of you played Where's Waldo growing up as a kid? Remember those books?
Yeah.
You know, I kind of thought it was always a little too challenging, so I'm working on making my own version of it now called Where's Waleed? I know what you might be thinking. It's going to be way too easy. You just got to find the explosions. But then you remember, you got to find his severed arm, his leg, his head. You win the game if you find his ball bag. That's the golden ticket right there. Oh, PC culture is on the decline these days in comedy. You can say retard without getting canceled anymore. But, you know, a wise man once said, you don't call retarded people retarded. You call your friends retarded when they do something retarded.
True.
So following that logic, can someone explain to me why I got kicked out of the neighborhood group chat for calling my neighbor the N-word, even though the bastard admitted he stole my leaf blower?
Wow.
Yeah, some of you didn't like those two jokes, I can tell. But you probably think they're racist, and that's a pet peeve of mine. I think we overuse that word racist. You know, there's a difference between making jokes about where someone... No, that's not how that goes. Where did I come up with that one?
It's a new joke.
It is newer. But racism is hating someone for where they're from, the color of their skin. Making a joke about a stereotype, that's not racism. It's just autistic pattern recognition with punchlines. So no, I'm not racist for making those jokes. I'm racist because I fucking hate massholes. Lady was going down on me one time, and right as things were about to get interesting, she looked up at me and said, "Oh my, you have a tick on your dick." I'm like, "Sweet, I'm counting this as a threesome." And I never saw that lady again, though. I mean, I think you'd all ghost her too. It's a lot easier to ghost someone than to say, "Hey, I'm sorry, a tick gave better head than you did." Yeah, I hang out with a lot of people that, I guess you could say they don't like the government. They like to complain about taxes a lot. They say taxation is theft. And I ask them, is it really? I mean, no one's there holding a gun to your head saying, sign that 1040 or else. They say, yeah, no, I get that, Dustin. You're being cute. They won't put a gun to your head, but they'll come arrest you. How do you know? Have you ever called their bluff? I haven't filed a tax return since the Carter administration, and I'm still here. I mean, yeah, sure, they sent a lot of letters, but I write them back every time. I say, thank you guys for sending me fuel for my wintertime heat source. Really appreciate it. Eventually, they did send an IRS agent out to the house. And he comes, knocks at the door, I answer it. He says, "Sir, were you aware we were coming to conduct an audit today?" And I thought to myself, you know, I've been writing these assholes, telling them I'm burning all those notices. So obviously, no, I didn't get that memo. But if he doesn't know that, I'm going to have some fun with it. So I looked at him and I said, no, I didn't get it. Fucking squirrels have been eating my mail. He's like, squirrels? At that point, I see one in the tree in my front yard. I said, yeah, like that one right there. I work out, I push past him, step out onto the porch, pull out my gun, mag dump the whole tree. Bang, 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 bang. Then I see him scrambling back to his car, peeling out of my yard. And I haven't seen another IRS agent since then, which is nice. But They quit sending me mail too. Fuck, I guess I'm gonna freeze this winter. Friend of mine was telling me he was using ChatGPT as a therapist for a while, but he quit because it started hallucinating on him. I thought that'd be fun to hear what a hallucinating therapist had to say, but I don't trust AI, so I spiked my therapist coffee with mushrooms the other day. He's just there sitting, talking to the couch, asking if it's judging him, while I'm there trying to explain why I fucked my girlfriend's twin brother again. That is what they call a callback in the business, and that's what I'll end it on tonight. You folks have been great. Thank you.
All right.
Dustin Warren Peterson, everybody. Yeah. Shane, you are on deck. Gregory will be coming up in a second. Dustin's got a genetically no neck family. As his dad was here last week, they look a lot alike.
No neck.
Does anybody in your family have a long neck?
Maybe on mom's side of the family.
On mom's side. All right, so I decided I'm not going to do what some hosts do and go on and on and on in between, but I'm going to do my bits in between. Is that okay? What would be an opinion? Would you like to hear my bits all at one time or do them in between?
In between.
In between. All right, so speaking of the news, has everybody seen that Arnold Schwarzenegger's illegitimate son is now a bodybuilder and winning titles?
No.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody know that Arnold Schwarzenegger has an illegitimate son?
Yeah.
Arnold's son is growing up, and he's winning bodybuilding titles. Arnold's amazing. As many of you know, he grew up in Austria, saw a magazine with Reg Park in it who was Mr. Universe. Arnold decided that he wanted to be Mr. Universe. Pumped iron. Became Mr. Universe, became a world-famous actor, governor of California, married a Kennedy. But there was one thing that Arnold couldn't overcome, and that was his housekeeper bent over his bed. And I'm going to describe that struggle to you right now. Arnold, you need to pull out, Arnold. Arnold, pull out. Stay in, Arnold. Stay in. Pull out. Stay in. Pull out. Stay in. Pull out. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. 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 That's how Arnold got an illegitimate son and ended up divorced. And that's how my dad got a son he didn't want and ended up getting married. And now, coming to the stage, he saw our show in Bellows Falls. We have no idea whether or not he's funny. He doesn't look funny. He looks like he could be a very funny humorist. He's not a funny-looking human being. There you go.
Whoa.
Gregory, where are you from?
Mount Holly.
All the way from Mount Holly, Vermont. Woo! Give him a big round of applause. First time here, Gregory, everybody! It's good? Where am I? That mic over there, Gregory, and then the clock will be up here. Hello! Hello! My name is Gregory.
And I'm
I'm a shit. I'm a comedian. That's my first joke.
Did you turn the mic off?
Did I turn the mic off? I got a big mouth. Hello?
There you go.
Oh, it's working. All right, I'll try it again. All right, I'll try it again. I said my name is Gregory, and I'm a comedian. And that's probably first and best joke I'll ever have for tonight. Because I don't know nothing about comedy. I never did it, never have before, never tried before. But I figured out what the hell is free. I'll give it a chance. Anyway, I always got a bunch of crazy shit going on in my brain all day. I might as well try to get some of it out. One of the things I was thinking about, I would think about a lot of things, but here's one of the things I was thinking about. I was thinking about, wow, getting on stage, doing open mic comedy, might be just like the day I was born. Like it was like when I came out from between my mother's legs, and everything was like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on here? Oh wow, man, this is weird. I don't like it over here. I thought that was funny. That's not funny at all. But no, it's not funny. It's scary. Being born is really freaking scary because you don't know what the hell's going on. You know, inside my mother's womb, it was nice and warm. I could like kick my legs around, move around, and it was like I was really comfortable in there until I came out and I was seeing all these strange people. It was just like in a comedy club. It was a hospital operating room or whatever the hell you call it, delivery room, and you know. And I didn't like it because, you know, when I was in my mother's womb, I had these weird dreams. I had these weird dreams of really nice breasts all the time. I don't know where the dreams came from because I never saw a breast before my wife. But when I came out of my mother, I was like, they laid me on top of my mother, and I was looking for those really nice, beautiful breasts, and like, where the hell are they? I don't see them. I don't. Oh well, what can I do? She's doing the best that she can. No, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, this is the kind of shit that runs through my head. What can I tell you? I'm expecting somebody to laugh, and they're like, you know, there's a guy in the back over here. He finds it kind of funny. Anyway, I'm giving it a chance. See what happens. I got a countdown clock over here. It's a big one, and I got a lot of time left.
You don't have to do it all, Gregory.
So what the hell am I gonna do?
You don't need to do all the time.
No, oh, don't. All right. Why am I here? Why the fuck are you here? I don't know why I'm here. Why are you here? What are you talking about? Who are you talking to? I'm talking to you, buddy. The guy that's standing on the stage trying to think that he's gonna be a comedian. Oh, that's right, you're talking to me. Oh, yeah, that's right, I'm talking to you. Oh, okay, I'm doing the best I can. What can I tell you? Wait, yeah, I don't think you are doing the best you can. I think you better do a lot better, or this is not going to work out. I don't know. I'm lost at the moment. Yes, I can see that you're lost. I can see totally well that you don't know what the hell you do, but I'm giving it a try. I always wanted to try something. So I'm out here, and I'm trying. Well, you're not trying hard enough. That's what your problem is. Your problem is you want to be something, but you don't know what the hell it is, what you want to be. So you give it this comedy bullshit a chance, and look what happens. You turn out to be the total loser you were always told you were. But I'm not a total loser. I'm only half a loser. Half. No, I'm not a total loser. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're a total loser. You're born that way. You're always going to be that way. Well, how can you expect to be any good at anything else? You're only good at being a loser. No, I'm not a loser. I've accomplished a lot of shit in my life. I have. I've accomplished a lot. So you can't tell me I'm a total loser. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, I are. No, I'm not. This is what the shit goes on in my brain all the time. What? It gets to be exhausting. It really does get to be exhausting. Now I think you're getting somewhere. Getting somewhere? Yes, you are. You are trying to get somewhere. Oh, I am. I think I might be getting somewhere. I mean, you're not. But anyway, where do you go from here, Gregory? Where do you go from here? I'm trying to search my brain for some more blah, 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 blah. And what happens? I go blank. No, you're not blank. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Oh. It's just nonstop all the time. Anyhow, I gotta get myself a notebook. That's what I gotta do. And maybe I can do a little bit better. But anyway, I think I've I like to, you know what I like to do?
What?
I like to just thank everybody for being so nice and polite and listening to me and watching me do whatever the hell it is I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. And maybe I should come better prepared next time. Give it a chance. Thank you.
That was Gregory's first time trying stand-up comedy. Let's give him a big round of applause. He also was reincarnated in his last life. He was a baby elephant abandoned by his mother. Oh man, there you go. Did you write some jokes?
No, I actually used to have a fake TV news show.
Oh,
Fake news
cool.
TV show. I recorded in Bellows Falls at Fact TV.
Oh,
You invented fake news?
Fake TV. No, I didn't invent it. I'm not the originator.
that was awesome. All right.
I used to do a TV show on Fact TV.
Yeah.
There you go. Our buddy Al's here, everybody. I saw him at breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. I forgot what joke I was gonna do in between time here. So we'll keep moving. Shane, what town do you live in?
Enfield now.
Enfield. Okay. Here we go. I'm working on my radio announcer voice. And now,
Should I walk slower?
from Enfield, New Hampshire, Shane McDonald, everybody.
Thanks, Barry. Everybody hear me all right? Yes. We're good? So Barry, one of the most famous bear carvers in Chester, Vermont, still has all his fingers, believe it or not, stunningly enough. Gregory, it's great to see you and your family showed up here tonight. Dustin, long drive from Littleton, man of color, good to see you here, Keel. Right, that's always nice to see. So many of you guys know, my wife's been happily married to me for 38 years.
Woo!
Oh yeah, real happy about it. So I noticed a gentleman wearing a t-shirt that said, "I don't eat Google, I'm married, my wife knows everything." I wasn't wearing the t-shirt. There's no way I'm going to tell that joke to my wife here. There's no goddamn, I mean, she may know everything, but I'm not going to freaking torture her with that. So I was down on 12A. Anybody go up to West Lebanon on 12A? You get the panhandlers on the ramps. So I saw one of the homeless guys, and it really inspired me today. Because this is a homeless guy standing there, and he had a shirt on, and it says, "Life is good." And I said, Jesus Christ, if a homeless guy's wearing a shirt that says "Life is good," then he's optimistic son of a bitch. I'm all for that guy. So hygiene's not my hot topic. I was in the restaurant, and you'll always see the signs, you know, employees must wash hands. So I went to the bathroom, and I was on my way out of the bathroom, and this little kid, I don't know, like 6, 7 years old, he looks at me and he says, "Hey, mister." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, you're supposed to wash your hands." I said, "I'm not a fucking employee, you little dick."
Be in the middle for the camera there.
Oh, no one knows I'm here.
Try to put this right
Well, now I'm in the camera. Mrs. Zudemeister, how are you tonight? I hope the baseball team is all set. So, so doctor's appointment. I had to go prostate exam, right? So first piece of advice is don't see a doctor that wears rings. And so I was always curious, you know, during a prostate exam, you know, do you get an erection? Well, he did. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. And by the way, he didn't wear any rings because when he put both hands on my shoulders, I didn't see any rings. So, no, I'm just kidding. I don't think I've had any of that done. I mean, you'd like to think I would know if I've had any of that done. So one of the things he did mention, as you can probably see, is he thought I should probably lose some weight. And I was thinking about it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna get a personal trainer, right? Everybody does that. So I did some extensive research on the internet, and I found a personal trainer on Pornhub. So far, we haven't had any sessions, but she has sent me a ton of fucking videos, and none of it involves any exercise. So that's been good. Planet Fitness, I joined because they had buy one corn dog, get another one free. So I'm in Planet Fitness, and there's nothing worse, right? You know what I'm saying back there? So there's nothing worse than seeing people that should lose weight try to lose weight. It's just, there's nothing. So I couldn't stand that. I said, you know, you never see an overweight person running that enjoys it. The only people like running are little skinny bastards running all over the place like fucking deer. Fat people don't like to run. I don't like to run. I'm not going to run. So I live on a lake, and I need a wetsuit. Have you ever tried to buy a wetsuit?
Yes.
Anybody?
I have.
Right? Did you try to buy it online, Bitsy?
Yes.
Did you look at that size chart?
Yes.
Is that disturbing or what? So it goes from like large XL, 2XL, 3. It gets to 4XL, and I still haven't found my fucking size yet. So after 4XL, it just says you're gonna be fucking cold, right? So I'm thinking, you know, so I'll go in the store and I'll get a wetsuit, and I'm thinking, you know, if I try on a wetsuit, they're gonna have to have a fucking staff meeting to get the goddamn thing off me, peeling off like a pair of Spanx on women. So I didn't get the fucking wetsuit. So I have lost 15 pounds.
Woo!
And my wife has promised me if I lose another 15, I can get on top again. So the last time I was on top, I thought I was pleasing her. She was suffocating. So I thought, well, you know, in the meantime, maybe I'll just get her a fucking snorkel. What else is going on? So 5 came in, right? 2, 3. Where are you guys from? Yeah.
Connecticut.
You Connecticut?
Colorado.
Colorado?
Came out here just for this, just to see you.
Wow. I'm sorry. There is popcorn and peanuts. So where in Colorado are you from?
Denver.
Denver. Wow. So did you bring some edibles? Because that's like the dope smoking state, right? I mean, they got edibles in Vermont now. You can just buy that shit. We're in Bellows Falls, a little edible place. You guys do the edibles?
He does.
Dabble.
Well, you can be honest with no one. Oh, actually, we're taping. So I'm not allowed. So I used to be able to smoke weed if I slept in a tent. That was the rule growing up before the kids were born. We had 3 kids. They're 38, 30, and 28. So when I slept in a tent on the ground, I could get high. But there couldn't be cell service or any of those so yeah, I can't do edibles. It's like, I just drink PBRs now. So you're from Connecticut? Why are you in Chester?
Because you're here.
Okay, now I need a better reason than that. Because I'm here because Barry's here.
We're here because Barry's here.
Oh, you like Barry too? Oh, that's nice. Awesome. And you, first early people, you know Barry.
Just by being local.
You meet him at the diner, the new school diner?
Oh, we just walked by. We walked by. We watched what he was
Oh,
doing.
really?
Yeah.
You buy any Paris phone?
Not yet.
Nice, awesome. Well, Zoop, I don't know what to tell you, man. Is your wife know you're here? Did she warm the car for you to get you out of the house? No, so I'm kidding. That's all I got tonight. I gotta get out of here.
Shane McDonald, everybody. I admire married people. When you're single, you think that married people have something good going on. But then my married friends say, don't do it. I'm single, never married, which is kind of a unique thing. Used to bug me, not so much anymore. I did get a little bugged. I don't know, is everybody familiar with the Menendez brothers? They killed their parents, shot their mom in the face. Both of them got married while they were in jail.
Ooh.
I'm single, never married. I'm like, what kind of red flags am I putting out there? So I did have a really nice girlfriend last year. I tend to screw those things up a little bit. Her name was Heather. She said to me one day, she said, Barry, I can't believe how much you love me. Every time we get into bed, you kiss me. Excuse me. You kiss me from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head. Every square inch of my body. No one's ever done that for me before. And I said, Heather, you're always out in the woods with your dog. I'm deathly afraid of Lyme's disease. All I've been doing is checking you for ticks. She was not happy about that. When I was younger, I used to have ladies stay over. They liked a young, strong artist with hair. Every now and then, as an older man, I do have an occasional guest. A couple weeks ago, I had a woman a little bit older than me stay over. When I was younger, the gals used to stay over. They'd leave in the morning, and 2 weeks later, when I made my bed, I'd find a thong in the sheets. I don't know what it is with women and thongs. They just leave them behind. Well, I woke up with this other gal there that was my age, and there was a pair of Depends on the floor. I kind of screwed that up. All right. We do have somebody with some actual talent here tonight. More than me. She's from Springfield, Vermont. She wears plaid. She's got a boyish haircut. She wears corduroys. She drives a Subaru. Ladies and gentlemen, she's not a lesbian. Bixie Byron, everybody!
Thanks, Barry. Can you hear me? Oh, Mike's. Oh, thank you. Mike, I can't even hear myself. Why is that so weird?
Let me turn it up.
Any more me in the monitor? Bloody Stubbins. I mean, you see Barry's fingers? He's been cutting his fingers off. His chainsaw things. Shane, you were talking about getting high in a tent. Last time I did smoke weed was probably like, I don't know, 15 years ago. That reminded me I was just wrapped up in a ball inside of a tent, just so paranoid. And my daughter, I think at the time she was like 13, she came into the tent. She said, "Mom, are you okay?" And I just looked at her and was like, "That came out of my body." Weed is not a good thing. Weed is not a good thing. I was coming through Groton to get here. Have you guys ever been to Groton? You know Groton, the town of Groton. Groton has its own slogan, a welcome motto, and it says, "Welcome to Groton, where a small town is like a large family." I would not be bragging about that if I was you, Groton. Because I don't know if you've been there, but yeah. One of my neighbors in Groton is sort of like my own personal guru. His name is Wayne. And, we have these porch swing chats together where he likes to give me a lot of really helpful life advice. And one of these nights, he was like, "You know that stuff you got on the sides there? You can get rid of that if you just climb up on your husband a couple nights a week. I can show you how." He's not wrong. He's not wrong there. Let's see, my first boyfriend was the rope swing at my elementary school. Anyone else? That's why they don't have those anymore, I named him Danny Chase after the cutest boy in school. They were like, "Would you come down, Bitsy?" I'm like, "Just a minute." When did you start your period? Okay, I'll tell you. Oh my God, you guys. I was 17 years old when I started my period. I don't know if anyone knows that that is kind of late. I was a wicked late bloomer, and I looked like a little kid for most of school, most of my young adult life. And I brought something to share with you today around that. Anyone born in the 60s in here? Okay. You might know this. I am going to fast forward to this part. So there was a toy invented when I turned 12 years old. And I'm going to play you just a little sample of what it's like to be me as a 12. And I think it's the "and that's that" part is most. That is where I learned how to fight, though. After that toy came out and a commercial that followed with that toy, and it became a nightmare for me. But I did learn how to fight in the schoolyard because of it. And that's that. I did do some research, and the Flatsy doll was invented by Hank Kramer, who was a failed sculptor. He worked for the Ideal Toy Company. He also invented the game Mousetrap. I don't know if you know that game.
Yeah.
But fuck that guy. Anyway, he hated his children. He was a miserable son of a bitch. So that made me happy. But yeah, Flatsy, she's flat, and that's that. And that's that. Like, kill yourself now, or your life is over. And if you can't produce breasts for men. So anyway, it did not deter me though. I had so much self-esteem as a child, almost as much as this guy who's never done comedy. Came up. I love the thing you were talking about. Your voice, like the negative thought cycle. That was great. But I had so much self-esteem when I was young. And when I got my front tooth knocked out when I was 19, I got hit by a car. instead of getting my teeth fixed, I just made a friend named Marie who also had her front tooth knocked out. We both worked at a factory, a plastics factory in Nashua, New Hampshire, the third shift. So, you know, I just made the most of it. I guess that wasn't funny, just sad. I'm trying a bunch of new stuff, you guys. I'm trying to work on a couple jokes already to change it a little bit. If you do come to this show, I promise I'll look better than this. Okay. Who's hot for Pope Leo right now?
Woo!
Come on, Leo, what a baller. I am so hot for him. He's just out there taking on mass genocide, you know. He said, what did he say recently? He said, woe are they who manipulate religion in the name of political, monetary, or economic gain, dragging that which is sacred into darkness and filth. Oh, Leo, are you talking dirty to me right now? I did always want to learn how to talk dirty, though, because my partner is really into talking dirty, and it's not something that ever came naturally to me. Can you believe it? But anyway, I went on lovepanky.com, which is like this, you know, how to do sexy things, how to learn how to be sexy. And they said, if you want to get good at talking dirty to your partner, you have to start by talking dirty to yourself. And I was like, okay. I am a filthy toe bag. And I'm gonna put your baby maker in my hole. Tonight. I do believe in miracles, you guys, because when I lived in the west side of Chicago, I pulled up to a light at 2 a.m. and the crosswalk light went on, and I watched a rat jump off the curb and walk through the crosswalk with the light. And I was trying to get the driver next to me to see it, and I was like, look, and he just, nothing. And I went, you know, that was a miracle just for me. Thank you, Jesus. Great, okay. That's kind of a hit or miss one. When I did live in Chicago, it was a bad part of town. One night I forgot to lock the door in my car, and I came out in the morning, and a sex worker had used my car. I opened the door, and there was a used condom there in the seat next to an empty box of Triscuits. And you know, I know I hadn't had sex for a while because I was kind of feeling nostalgic. I was like, oh my God, you know, made love, and then in the afterglow, they shared a snack. And I was like, wait a minute, that was my box of Triscuits. And it was full. So I'm grateful. What else do I have for you today? Moving on. Oh yeah, did I talk to you guys about my depression joke? Yeah? No. Okay. I had depression pretty bad. Where are my depressed people out there? Anybody have depression? Yeah. I was living in Tunbridge, Vermont at the time, and I had this, you know, I couldn't even get out of bed. It was like this weight on my chest, you know, just like, it's so hard to just even get out of bed to go pee, you know. And then I just kept saying, you know, if you just get out of bed and just walk to the front door, you know, I just know that'll help. And then every day I just kept walking a little bit farther, went out the front door, went down the block, you know, days turned into weeks. I just started walking, and I started walking up this road outside of a mountain. And after a couple weeks, I could see up in the distance there was a waterfall. And in that waterfall was a white rock. And that white rock became a symbol of my recovery. And I said, when I finally get up to that waterfall, I'm going to go and touch that white rock, and I'm going to be cured my depression. I'm going to be free from this shit. So I kept hiking every day, and finally the day came where I could see that waterfall was not on the main road. I had to really bushwhack it into the forest. And I put on my gear, and I started hiking over there. And I get to the waterfall, And I suddenly realized that the white rock was actually the plastic lid of a toilet seat. This is a true story, guys. Which was really great because I had to pee so bad at that point. So, what else am I forgetting about? Talk about Wayne. So many minutes, and not enough time. I didn't prepare properly. But you know, I'm just so amazed. Like, you never did comedy before, and you just got up here. This is your first time. Like, that is just so. What a white man. I didn't know. I took 5 classes, observed for a year before I ever. And I'm just like, fuck you. It was great. That was awesome. It was really good. Let's just do some old ones. Spring is here, you guys. It is finally here.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm relieved because I can finally stop blowing the plow guy. My driveway is always the first to get plowed. But we only have 12 weeks now of good weather, right? 12 weeks and that's it. So everybody's running around, barbecues, going to the beach, planning this. There just aren't enough hours in the day. You know, I think the secret to time management is multitasking. Anyone else out there masturbating to your meditation app? Feel the sensations in your body. Okay, I can do that. What is it? I gotta tell my gun jokes. Because Dustin's here, I gotta tell it. So I do live in Portland, Oregon, and when I lived there, I don't know if you've seen the show Portlandia. It's so weird. It's such a weird show, right? But Portland's even more weird than that show. There's a whole bunch of people that live there that are just this weird Portland style where they have like white dreadlocks, combat fatigues, dirt, piercings everywhere, and just like, walk around like zombies. And this couple in my neighborhood, when I first got there, I thought they had painted their face in matching bullseyes. But what I realized after a couple weeks was that these were matching bullseye tattoos on their faces. Okay, for real. I know, they were like in their 20s. And I thought, that's not a big deal. And then I saw that she became pregnant after a few months. And then they started pushing a baby carriage around a few months later. And I was like, oh my God, what kind of parents are they going to be, And then I went, hey, don't judge, Tattoos are great. This is America. That baby is going to grow up, feel unconditional love, shop compulsively at Target, buy a gun and shoot his parents in the face. I just have this one line here. I want to hang myself with my infinity scarf. There's nothing else with that. Just like, if I'm going to do it, it's going to be fashionable. Is my time up? 12. That means it's up. All right. Huh? No, it's good. Thank you very much, everybody. That's for that blowjob I gave very early.
So we did a comedy show, and Bitsy was a feature, and I wrote everybody checks out of the new checks that I ordered, and I'm wondering, why is nobody cashing these checks? All these comics must be really rich. And then, I got a letter in the mail from making my car payment with the check returned back to me, no account. When I tried to save money by not ordering the checks through the bank because they're really expensive and they only give you 2 books now. So I'm gonna just order my own. I got the number wrong. So I wrote everybody bad checks for the show. It's oh yeah, Barry's a great guy. He produces a show, pays us right away, and then yeah. So I Venmo'd everybody as soon as I found out what I did. Bitsy lives in Springfield, our neighboring town. I'm thinking of running for selectman here in Chester with the idea of conquering Springfield. So this winter was a long, cold winter. I decided to do some creative writing. I kind of waffled between crazy manifesto like Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. And I made some really cool poetry like Henry David Thoreau. And then I made a cheating love song. And if you don't mind, I'd like to sing for you my cheating love song. I'd like to do it in the style of, I kind of want to do my Johnny Cash version. You guys want to hear a Johnny Cash version of my cheating love song? Yeah. All right, here we go. Well, Daddy left home when I was 13. I was young and he was me. And when he left, all he left was his porn collection. And now I'm cheating on my left hand with my right. I don't know which one I'll be with tonight. If I can't be true to me, I'll never be true to you. I said if I can't be true to me, I'll never be true to you. Thank you very much. That's my cheating love song. My dad hates that song. Called me up. God damn it, what the hell's wrong with you? Your ma, she's in heaven, you know. She hears that song, she's rolling over in her grave. You're embarrassing the whole family. Then my sister called me up. She's like, you got the crassest jokes. I'm telling the girls not to follow you on Facebook anymore. The girls are my nieces. They're in college. I said, Jody, if you're telling the girls not to follow me on Facebook anymore, I'm not going to help with their college education. I'm going to stop following them on OnlyFans. And now, I know you guys can hardly stand it. You're having so much fun here. One more comic. Can you believe it? This is horrible. We only have one more comic. We should just stop people in the road and make them come up here. Keep this going. I can dig out more of my jokes for you. All the way from West Lebanon, New Hampshire. The man, the myth, the legend. Someday we will actually get a chance to meet her and his wife, I think. Tom Zudemeister, everybody!
What a great way to start. Trip over the cord as I just come up on the stage here. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Okay. Good. So, next month, I'm going to be giving out some awards from the nonprofit because I'm a president of them, and at awards night for high school. And so, what I was doing for a challenge for next week for my open mic is if you were asked to give a speech to graduating seniors from high school, what would you tell them? So this is the first part I'm going to tell them. And this is I'm actually going to tell them, but it's not the awards. It's just as the students are coming up to get their awards, this is what I want to tell them. If they want to be one step ahead of everyone else, so when they graduate from college and they're going up against someone who went to the same level school or even better than them, same major, same GPA, all the extracurriculars they are saying, that the one thing they can do to get ahead is public speaking. Because if you can get over that fear, I don't know how many people I have asked at the open mic, hey, you want to come and try it for your hand? No. So thanks once again for doing it, for having the courage to do it, man. All right? You got big, hairy balls for doing it. Well, so to speak. You know, metaphorically. For the record, he's wearing jeans, not shorts. Okay. But one of the things I'm also, so this is the rest of my speech, though, which I'm not doing to the awards night because I do want to go back again. Please remember, when you are out in the real world, that Google searches are not private. The reason I say that is because the Google engineer found that out the hard way. The Google engineer, who went under the name Alpha Raccoon, bet that David would be the most popular singer for 2025. and he placed some bets. This is the singer that unfortunately murdered a teenager, and the teenager was found in his Tesla. Yeah, so not good. He won $1.2 million, and they tried to cover it up. Just remember, it's not anything you do for a Google search, especially if you commit a crime, they're going to find you. Now, if you're a PhD student, you also find out that ChatGPT is not private, because this student asked the following query. Okay, so he asked ChatGPT 3 nights before he went off and did it. What happens if a human has put into a black garbage bag and thrown in a dumpster? What could possibly happen? Why would someone ask that? Just so happened 3 days after he asked that query, he apparently murdered both of his roommates. So again, ChatGPT is also not private. Yeah, just in case you were wondering. Also, another thing I'm going to tell students is don't do drugs directly. What I mean by that is that I was in a fraternity in college, and I was one of the outliers because I was also a resident assistant while being a fraternity brother. So while they didn't do drug tests, you know, they definitely kept an eye on you. If your eyes were bloodshot one too many times, they would kind of check into things a little bit. So what I mean by not directly is that my fraternity brothers in their fraternity house would hang upside down off the rafters and have the bong here, and as they're upside down, they would do bong hits. And the thought was that way the smoke could enter their lungs much faster, and that way they would get a faster hit. If I just walked in there and just breathed that secondhand smoke, I could get high off of that. And that's why I'm just saying don't do it directly if you have to do it. Speaking of which, if you do join a fraternity and someone calls it a frat, you have to remind them that that is inappropriate, because you wouldn't call a sorority a sore and you wouldn't call your country a cunt. So just remember that. How many of you here have ever watched ER or The Pit or Grey's Anatomy? Anybody here? Show of hands. Okay, good. So just want to let you know that if you watch a medical show, just because you see them take a pen and disassemble it and do an emergency tracheotomy doesn't mean you know how to do it. Okay, you just want to remember that. Also, there was a survey done. They asked 1,000 men, because they know women would have more sense than this. Out of 1,000 men, 50% of them said that if both pilots ever became incapacitated, they think they could land a jet airliner. How many men here do they think they could land a jet airliner? All right, Barry does, because you just hit his shoulder, you just hit his elbow. You think you can do it? Okay. Are you a pilot, sir?
No, I have been a small pilot, not a small engine pilot, not a jet pilot, but I think I could land a jet.
You can land a jet? Okay. All right. Okay.
Get on that plane, Tom?
I'm not getting on that plane, though.
I wouldn't get on the fucker, but
yeah,
I think I could
if I see you at the gate, man, I'm going to go rebook my ticket. That's all I'm saying. So, did anyone hear what happened with Blue Origin just a day or two ago? Yeah. So that was an anomaly. I don't know if anyone knew that. That was an anomaly. It's an event. It's an incident, but it was by no means an accident. You blow up $1 billion rocket, you destroy the launch site, and you call it an anomaly. Does Jeff Bezos really think we're that stupid? It's an accident. Just call it an accident. And then did you hear that next month, on June 14th, our glorious leader's birthday, did you hear what's going to be happening on the south lawn of the White House? Anyone hear about this? The UFC is going to be having a fight there, okay? And the tickets are all free, but it does cost $1 million to get the package to get the tickets. Yeah, so they're not really free. But they are going to offer it to some of the junior officers and some of the junior enlisted men and women who want to go do it. But they have to meet certain requirements. And the one requirement they have to meet is what? Has anyone heard this yet?
No transgender.
I'm sure that might be there too, but yeah, I'm sure that would push President Trump right over the edge. Anyone else hear the next one?
Height weight ratio.
Yes, no fatties allowed. That's the way it's put. Yeah. If you're fat, we don't want you in the background, so no fatties allowed. Yeah. So no fatties allowed. Also, inventions. If you come up with an invention, just because it sounds good and someone's willing to develop it, doesn't mean it's a good idea. So in China, they've developed this invention for longer road trips and also for autonomous cars. They have developed an invention, a product that can be going right in your car. And you can do it either by voice or you can press a button. And if you're in the passenger seat, you say, oh, I gotta take a dump. All of a sudden, the toilet seat will slide out from underneath you. You scoot yourself forward. You do your business. And then when you're done, you press the button. Remember, you want to get back on the seat first, and then it will pull back in. There's a fan, there's a heater, and there's a vent, so that it will all properly get this odor out and also help break it down. Because the one thing they didn't figure out how to do is it still has to be manually emptied. How many people have kids? You remember those little potty chairs when you had to empty them? That was 40 years ago. We're still doing it now, even though they have this new invention. However, if you do get the off-road version, they actually will have the ground clearance so that you can press a button when you're out in the middle of the woods somewhere, and the trap door will actually open and just drop it right there. So that we're actually helping the environment because you're providing fertilizer. Okay? Well, no, it's all goes around and around, and this helps the environment. All right, you also want to develop relationships and not with chatbots, okay? Because that's the big thing nowadays with the younger people, and there are some younger people here, but since you are coming as dates, I'm assuming that you don't have chatbots. You actually have relationships with real people, because you can't really kiss a chatbot. Or maybe you can, but
Siri said she loved me.
Well, you do live in Littleton, so that does explain a lot. So I'm so sorry, Dustin. I want you to.
She does love it.
Hey, now I don't know if you heard about this, but there's this thing called One Taste out of San Francisco. Someone just laughed, so they have heard of them. It's a self-help commune, and they view the female orgasms as a key to sexual and psychological wellness and interpersonal connection. This is why I'm reading it, so that you know I'm not making this up. The centerpiece was an orgasmic meditation, or OM, which was carried out by men manually simulating women in a group setting. I don't know if I could think of a more gross thing that would be going on. Someone you don't even know helping you achieve that, and then you're doing it in front of all these people you don't even know. But apparently it was a cutting-edge enterprise back in the 2010s, and it opened outposts from Los Angeles to London, but never in Lebanon or Chester, so I don't know what's going to happen there. So I guess we kind of missed out on that one part. So, but I think instead of trying to come up with something for the last minute and a half, I'm just going to tell you that I am doing the Proudy. This will be my 26th year doing the Proudy.
Nice.
Yes, so I've done all the different distances. I've done the century rides. I've done the ultimate, which is 200 miles over 2 days. Now I'm older. Now I just do 50 miles on a regular bike. So if you're looking for some money to spend, you can sponsor me. Last year I raised over $22,000. So if you are going to donate, yes, thank you. If you are going to donate it, make it worth my while. Sorry, that came out wrong. You know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, hey, this last minute here, all I want to say is thank you so much for all the comments for coming. Hands to you, big applause to you, man, for doing it for the first time.
Yeah,
Takes a lot of guts. Okay, so more power to you. Thanks for everyone for traveling. If you also want to see more comedy, we do also have it up in Lebanon, New Hampshire, or West Lebanon, New Hampshire, at the airport of all places. And it's on Friday nights, 6:30 sign up, 7:30 is when it starts. And just come check it out. So thank you very much. Have a great night. Safe travel.
Tom Zudemeister, everybody, closing out the show. There you go. Yeah, so I met a really nice girl the other night. I think I got to quit acting so desperate. I still want to have children. So I said to her, we could get married, wait a few years, and you could change the baby's diapers and my diapers at the same time. There you go. All right, this has been another comedy open mic at Pinske's Rising Tide. Thank you all for coming. Tell your friends. Woo!
Yeah, it does take a while.
Hey, thank you very much. Don't worry. Come to you.